Whew, all right, guys, and we are back. What is going on again? This is the Club of the Man, 1993, coming at you for my second review of tonight. I did two live reviews tonight again to catch up from missing Raw last night as I was getting packed up and traveling back home from my week-long vacation out in Seattle, Washington, visiting my sister. Again, I had a great time. And again, if you didn't get a chance, check out the short little 2.5-minute video I made. Just a little vlog video of me saying hello from the West Coast with my sister and I, as I referred to her in the video as Sister of the Man. But anyways, I came home tonight and I had to catch up on both Raw and SmackDown. So I reviewed Raw right before and I reviewed SmackDown live tonight. If anybody appears in the live chat though in this video, I will definitely ask for some suggestions also for a special live stream this week, as I definitely would like to do something this week again for a special live stream. I'm not sure what to do. So if anybody appears in the live chat, I would hope that they would definitely leave their suggestions. But yes, we're going to go through the May 1st, 2018 edition of SmackDown Live that took place in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And overall, this show was definitely a good show. It wasn't, I mean, in my personal opinion, it wasn't, like one that knocked everything out of the ballpark, but it felt accomplished, and it felt like it got the point across that what it needed to with most of the segments that took place. It definitely was just a lot more interesting to sit through. And Raw just was, again, just kind of average. This was more so just good, but not quite great, but good, I thought, in my honest opinion. So let's get right rolled into it. We open up this show with some Miz TV. He couldn't get them quiet, though. He responds by saying, "You do know I took Maurice to Hollywood, right?" And, of course, they booed her for that. He welcomes everyone to Miz TV, and he says Daniel Bryan is banned from Miz TV. That was booed, and Miz has the power to do a such thing. He told Seth Rollins he'll be taking the IC title back from at Backlash. During the course of this, he called Monday Night Raw the B Show, which, it kind of did turn to the B Show to the Superstar Shakeup. Finally, he introduced his guest for the evening, which is the United States champion, Jeff Hardy. And then Hardy comes out, and then Miz shakes a hand because Jeff slapped some hands of some fans. And they asked Jeff if he was a better champion, and Hardy ran him down. If you were better than Seth Rollins, you would have wanted the Greatest Royal Rumble, like I did, he mentions, as he retained his championship against Jinder Mahal, which thank goodness he did, and Jinder's no longer. Well, he still got a highlight spot on Raw on Monday, but we're not going to really rant about Jinder right now because he's not SmackDown anymore. Miz says, "What arrogance." He cuts the video of Hardy's debut, interrupting Randy Orton when he returned to SmackDown Live. And wonder what Randy Orton thinks about that. And the Miz tried to introduce the Viper, but Orton cut him off. And he's like, "Hey, you interrupted me." And Orton's like, "So?" And then Miz tried to just kind of like tease, kind of did the same thing what Jinder tried doing between Orton and Rude, except this time it actually felt effective because the Miz is actually really good on the mic, and the way he delivers the promos, he's able to be taken seriously. Was it Dakota? He said, "Did you notice that when Orton hit Jeff in RKO, that's the first time I've heard the crowd boo him for it?" That is true. We haven't seen Orton get booed in quite a while, definitely. So the Miz tried to instigate the issue about the whole top 10 list. Again, he has totally disappeared, and he did his best again to create issues, but Orton had to smack him down. But he did eventually get around to telling Hardy that, he respects him, but he's going to take the title back from him at Backlash. And Hardy responded saying, "You can try." The Miz was disgusted by the way they came to a mutual agreement. He wondered what happened to the Viper. And then Shelton Benjamin comes and is just pretty much pissed. He brought up a very good point that he beat Orton last week. So if anyone deserves a title shot for the United States Championship, it's him. And then a brawl breaks out. Pretty much it was just Miz and Benjamin against Orton and Hardy. So the match was made. We had a tag team match, playa, holla holla, between Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy versus the Miz and Shelton Benjamin. It was a standard tag match. It wasn't anything, too special. But, I thought, for the most part, it was a pretty good match between these two. Fun. Eventually, we have Orton hitting an RKO on Shelton Benjamin. And then Jeff Hardy he tags in Hardy, and Hardy hits a swanton bomb on Benjamin for the win. But then after the pinfall victory, Orton comes out of nowhere, hits an RKO on Jeff Hardy, as my good friend Dakota just said in the live chat that Orton was actually kind of booed for it, which I still think, Orton is still a babyface. He was just more so just taking a shot saying, hey, I respect you, but come for your title on Sunday, which I think Orton and Hardy can put on a pretty good match on Sunday, I believe. But I did also like the promo cut by how Orton cut his promo also. As I've said plenty of times before, Randy Orton, I feel just within the past year, has been given a lot of shit to work with. And if he's bored by this, I don't blame him. But I felt like he's working with, great people like, Jeff Hardy and The Miz, and even like Shelton Benjamin also. They put on pretty decent matches, I feel. So when he's on, he can deliver pretty darn good promos, which is why, again, I'm just starting to feel that maybe since Orton's like, getting to the last few years of his career, I say few years, I don't think he's done anytime soon, but he's definitely starting to wind down a little bit, I feel. So I definitely starting to think they might just put Orton as like, more so like a tweener, I feel. In my opinion, they might just run him more, as I've said over in my Raw review. But yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing the match on Sunday between Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. We still have Dakota and Lauren in the live chat. She's first we have Dakota saying, do you think Jeff or Ortain, that was the best match of the night? It's very unpredictable, I feel, the match between Randy and Jeff. I think either one could definitely win, but I wouldn't mind seeing this feud continue and just escalate something different. But I feel like this is definitely very fresh between two veterans, and I wouldn't mind seeing this feud continue also. So I'm cool with either one winning the United States Championship. Lauren's in the live chat again. Randy versus Jeff, baby. Yep. The crowd always boos Randy when he RKO's faces. I don't know why. She loved it. Randy and Jeff versus Sheldon Miz was match of the night. But yeah, I thought I liked it. It was a pretty solid match. Dakota says, I think Orton loses, and at Money in the Bank, he hits Jeff with an RKO. Lauren says Randy will win again on Sunday, and Jeff will win Money in the Bank. I still think that's very interesting with Jeff winning Money in the Bank. Jeff will get his foot on the ropes, and Randy will feud with Shelton after Backlash. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing Shelton Benjamin get in a U.S. title feud. I thought maybe since Benjamin won last week, if maybe they'll make it a triple threat between Orton, Benjamin, and Hardy, which I wouldn't mind seeing that match either. But I definitely think at least a couple of those guys are definitely going to be put into the Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, heck, we've had last year Kevin Owens was a U.S. champion. He was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Heck, when Miz won the Money in the Bank contract in 2010, he was U.S. champion. So, I'm cool with Orton or Hardy winning on Sunday. I'm just glad Jinder's not involved in this match because it actually can allow Orton and Hardy to go all out, have a few focused on something else other than Jinder Mahal. Ranting on that again, but yes, I definitely do look forward to seeing what happens on Sunday. Jeff turning heel. I would be interested to see what they do with a Jeff Hardy heel turn. It will work. He's too over. Orton can't turn yet. There's not enough face on SmackDown Live. Maybe next year. Hardy win the Money in the Bank. Yeah. I definitely heard wondering if that will be the case or not. Jeff will win the Money in the Bank match. Will win the match Sunday, and Jeff will win Money in the Bank, and also cash in on Nakamura. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Take my money now, guys. Definitely. Keep the stuff coming in the live chat. Definitely. Let's keep this rolling here, though. We have an interview backstage with Renee Young, and Carmella was supposed to be there, but she wasn't. Peyton Royce did an impression of Renee that wasn't really too great. Her Canadian accent was really Minnesota, so it wasn't really the greatest. But anyways, Peyton and Billy just dismissed Young before introducing Carmella. They put her over big, and she thanked them for the great intro. Together, we're pretty much invincible. Mella is money. The future is iconic. So on and so forth, pretty much. Tom Phillips told us that they aren't going to let Daniel Bryan wrestle right now because his chest was so messed up after the Greatest Royal Rumble match. They're worried about some kind of infection thanks to Roderick Strong. Yep, apparently Roderick Strong was the one who caused the weird chest things on there. But we had also a backstage chatting with the Bar saying that they're now official SmackDown superstars. They even had 2 pieces of paper, which were their contracts. They're into the New Day. What do we have here? Who? You know how it goes. Cesaro and Sheamus changed their tune, saying they always wanted to be on SmackDown, even though last week they said that SmackDown didn't have the competition, which, no offense, that's not true at all. SmackDown's tag team division is stacked. Raw's has no depth in it at all. They're going to flatten New Day like pancakes, and Xavier Woods selling Mr. Bootyworth, who came being pancakes, and Cesaro wondered if they were poison. He threw the cakes, and then the New Day were, of course, ticked off at that. And Sheamus brought up a match, and Big E answered by screaming in his face, "I'm not talking to you." Sheamus said, "I'm talking to you." And then Woods, Woods says to him, "Sheamus, tonight your soul is mine." So we had the match up for later on between Sheamus and Xavier Woods. And then this was interesting. We have Rusev and Aiden English about to break out some new words for the Rusev Day song, and out of nowhere comes Lana to a nice pop. And as Lauren said, or Dakota wanted to said in the Raw review, that Lana didn't talk in her Russian accent tonight. She was concerned that Rusev Day is great, but he keeps losing. Something is holding him back, and Rusev was wondering what could be the case. And then Aiden English is shown again coming up and grabbing his jacket. He forgot it. So they're kind of implying there that what if Aiden English is the one holding you back there? So the thing is, like, this could be in a good way, as in the fact that maybe Rusev will finally turn babyface. But this could be bad, because I can see it's also continuing to sabotage Rusev, just to have an excuse for us to hate Rusev, since the WWE is so stubborn in turning him heel. As I keep saying, he's the newest Wade Barrett. He's got a few mid-card title runs, but he's not been a world champion yet. I don't know why. So again, as I said before, if this is going to result in a Rusev face turn, I'm interested in it. But this is just to, take away the whole Rusev Day thing and have us hate Rusev even more. It's going to definitely run Rusev into the ground. So I don't know what's going to happen. But we got that happening backstage also. Live chat. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. Let's go here. We got here in the live chat. Laura doesn't want to see Jeff versus Nakamura. That's fine. Paige had officially turned face. Yeah, pretty much. I think that is official. I honestly think Styles retains Sunday. It's possible he could. We'll see what happens though. And yes, she blasts out Absolution. AJ will keep his title until SummerSlam. I'm fine with that. We'll see Styles versus Hardy. Yes, that would be a great match. Jeff could be US champ and Money in the Bank impossible. Well, it could happen. I think he hits Nakamura with a low blow. Oh, yeah, AJ Styles hitting the king of low blows with a low blow, that is. Yeah, comics are definitely entertaining. Yeah, you can. Rollins did it. That is true. Lana lost her accent, I know. Sorry, I put my SmackDown thoughts on Raw. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I'm tired. My bad. Lauren, no worries. It's completely fine. Lana face turn? Sure. I think Lana also needs to turn face. As I said last year when she appeared as a wrestler and she came across as terrible as wrestling, I thought, if anything, at least turn her baby face. That way, the crowd can have that true sympathy for her. Instead, she kept saying, I'm going to be a lavishing champion. It's like, you lose every time. You look like a fool. Like, why should I take you seriously? So I definitely think they need to turn Lana face. Long overdue. Well, they did until she revealed her engagement on social media, wherever heck it is. And then that all went downhill, unfortunately. But yes, I definitely agree with that. Rusev deserves better. Maybe he should win Money in the Bank. I'd be okay with Rusev winning Money in the Bank as long as he succeeded his cash in, not like Corbin, who failed to cash in, got all his momentum cut off just like that. Lana can just propel Rusev as a monster heel. It could happen. But Jeff, I'd like to see get it. I'd definitely be interested in seeing Jeff as Money in the Bank. Jeff versus AJ would be better than Nakamura versus Jeff, to be honest. I think that, yeah, they definitely have more similar styles, I feel. Orton versus Styles. Yes, I like that feud. That's a feud that needs to happen. Becky versus Charlotte. Sure. Iconics versus Bellas. Yes. Usos versus The Bar. Yes. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Probably SummerSlam. I think they're going to say that towards SummerSlam. We're gonna have Daniel Bryan get through Big Cass first. I feel, but I think Big Cass is probably going to win on Sunday. Speaking of big ass, as I like to joke around and call him, because of at one time when his head accidentally blocked the C in his Titantron and he was big ass. He's on the ring and he says, "For those of you who don't know, I'm from New York City." Of course, that got big boo. He said they have a reputation there, like they're better than everybody else. That's because they are. He says he knows he's better than all the fans, and he knows he's better than Daniel Bryan, which, by the way, also I drove past Aberdeen. Also, well, my sister drove me past Aberdeen also while I was out in Washington. Daniel Bryan's down. Just a quick shout out to that. He says that a real superstar is tall, big, and strong. Might makes right. He even said that when he wrestles Bryan, it won't be a 5-star match. It will be a 5-second match. He doesn't need to worry about wrist locks or any of that nonsense. He's just going to beat Daniel Bryan up, calling him out so I can kick your teeth down your throat right now. So Bryan's music hits, but out came a little person dressed as Daniel Bryan, which I think it was Hornswoggle. Cass says he looks a little taller tonight. He makes a few short jokes. And of course, the small guy starts kicking Cass a couple times, and Cass has laughed it off. Then he called Sense and put the little person over, saying he's available for bookings. Contact his agent, please. He told him to soak this in, and puts on the mic, and then just gives him a big boot to the face, pretty much. So he gets to him for being an asshole. So just a basic storyline going there. But again, I think they're going to have Daniel Bryan feud with Big Cass, and then eventually until he gets to the Miz. This is going to help also elevate Big Cass as a single star. Also, as I keep saying, I think Cass cuts pretty good promos. I feel, in my honest opinion, I just thought he didn't get the best material to work with before he got injured last summer. But I definitely look forward to seeing what goes on between Daniel Bryan and Big Ass this Sunday at Backlash. Let me see what we got here. Jeff was supposed to win Money in the Bank the first time, but got suspended. That sucks. Yeah, when is Andrade debut? I'm not sure. Yes, we'll definitely talk about Nakamura and AJ in a second. Bryan did not appear on SmackDown tonight. Bryan versus Styles. Yes, I mean, the match they had on the SmackDown WrestleMania wasn't bad, but I think they're definitely saving, an even better match for a pay-per-view someday needs to happen. Bryan versus Orton again? Maybe, sure. Bryan versus Nakamura, WrestleMania 35. Orton Nakamura, not bad at all. Bryan versus Jeff, yes. Yeah, from behind Nakamura did it, yes. And Lauren says, hire us, WWE, yes. Again, knock a jing of low blows. Knock a jing of low blows. I love it. Jeff will win the title again. Yes, I definitely think he needs to, because in 08, he was second in merchandise. Go for it. One thinks the AJ Nakamura feud is boring. It's fine. Only to John Cena. It was better in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Well, of course, you didn't have Road Dogg also writing the feud. Yeah, when is Cena coming back? Is he going to be back for Money in the Bank, or is he going to be back for SummerSlam? But hopefully, he'll probably be back sometime soon. Moving along with the review. We'll keep the live chat coming. AJ Styles was out there, and a fans chanting his name, of course. Wouldn't stop, of course. And then, of course, Paige announced earlier also that because of what happened at the Greatest Royal Rumble, the match this Sunday will be a no disqualification match between Styles and Nakamura for the WWE Championship. Styles says Nakamura can play his games, but that's the benefit of a no DQ stipulation. He's out here trying to retain his gold, while Nakamura is more interested in the wrong jewels. I love the way he said that. The wrong jewels. He loves hitting Styles in the twig and 2 berries. Renee tells AJ that he knows his challenger wants an apology. And AJ says, should I have left him sucking sand in the Arabian desert? He brought up that Nakamura even going after his friends, and this Sunday, none of it matters because there won't be rules. As far as he's concerned, it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. He plans to leave Nakamura with a look of sheer torture by the time he's done. So you're saying that there's not going to be an apology, Renee says. And Styles starts saying that he should come out himself if he wants one. But Samoa Joe comes out. And he gets a good chant. And then Joe calls Styles out for losing his focus, says he should be focusing on Joe beating up Roman and proving he's a failure. He says the referee might have apologized, but still Brock Lesnar won, and that's that. He said once he's done with Roman, he's coming to beat down Styles or Nakamura. It doesn't matter which one, just whoever has the WWE Championship. Oh, believe that. So with Roman losing, well, not winning the title at Greatest Royal Rumble, there's no reason for him to win this match on Sunday. Joe needs to win it. You know, Joe is on his own brand. Give Joe the win, get him his momentum going. And I definitely think, you know, maybe at Money in the Bank we'll get a triple threat match, or even at Extreme Rules, since I'm going to be going to Extreme Rules. Have a triple threat match with Styles, Nakamura, and Joe. And maybe SummerSlam it'll be Joe and Styles, maybe. Maybe that could be a case. Well, no, wait. We had the idea also earlier for Orton and Joe for SummerSlam. I remember we pitched Lauren and Dakota. So I wouldn't mind seeing that happen either. But I think, you know, Joe definitely needs to win this match against Roman. Nakamura's new theme music hits. New theme because he has a little bit of like rap now in his music, which is it's all right, but I feel like the rap just doesn't quite fit him. I feel like it's a little too much. I feel so. We're focusing on Joe getting ready for Nakamura to come out so they can brawl. But all of a sudden, we hear the noise, and sure enough, camera focuses in. Nakamura once again strikes. The King of Low Blows strikes again, hitting AJ Styles in the wrong jewels, as he called it earlier. So Nakamura strikes again, and then it looked like he was going to tease a Kinshasa from behind, but he rushed to the other corner playing the mind games and hit a Kinshasa on Styles, pretty much, and just grabbed him, just looked him dead in the eyes, pretty much. I don't know what he said, probably some Japanese trash talk. But yeah, we're getting the match on Sunday, and hopefully it's a good match. Again, I know this feud has not been built up as good as we had hoped for, again, probably because of Road Dogg. I mean, at least Shinsuke is definitely starting to get somewhere as a heel, in my opinion, but I don't think he's still good enough yet to win the WWE Championship this Sunday at Backlash. So I think I would like to see Styles retain also, since Nakamura just hit so many freaking low blows on him. But yeah, we'll see what happens this Sunday in that no DQ match. We have Becky Lynch pacing and talking to herself backstage. She's upset that she's been losing and what to do about it. Asuka Shove saying to forget about last week. Charlotte came into the picture saying she owes all their opponents for what they've done to her. She'll teach them a lesson in respect. Lynch said yes, but don't be a hero. Asuka mentions all three and says Avengers assemble. The crowd didn't react to it, but you know, whatever. Charlotte and Becky, you know, enjoy it, and they just take a little bit of a sip of tea, pretty much. Live chat, what is going on? Let's see here. Where we're at here. Yeah, Joe. Well, yeah, Joe was there tonight again, kind of the promo during the Styles thing. Lesnar better lose at Money in the Bank, please. Joe versus Rusev. That'd be a fresh match. Cena needs to turn heel. Agree, but I feel like it's starting to get too late for that. Joe versus Orton, yes. Joe versus Hardy, yes. Joe versus Cena should have happened this year's WrestleMania, but yes, that needs to happen. Hardy versus Cena, sure. Nakamura came from behind with a low blow. Yep, Nakamura versus Cena. They had a good match last year before SummerSlam, so with Nakamura as a heel now, I'm interested to see what they do with this now. Joe needs a good feud. Come on. Yes, definitely. Again, as I said also in my my little top 10 lists I did a couple weeks ago for a special live stream, I definitely think that they need to start capitalizing on Smojo. Also, he's got some good momentum going, but they need to, like, you know, take to the next level. That's why I think he needs to win on Sunday at Backlash. Miz versus Hardy, sure. Joe versus Styles, yes. Have Lesnar cost Reigns. But I don't want to see Brock. I don't want to see Brock and Roman wrestle again. That's the only thing. Brock needs to lose the next pay-per-view, but who will face him though? Joe is the real heel. Yes, Joe is a real heel. Yes, I'm sick of Reigns and Lesnar also. Hopefully Roman doesn't win. Beat Lesnar in a cage pretty much. Roman isn't the top guy anymore, as he probably shouldn't be. Nakamura is actually a cowardly heel. Somewhat, but at least he doesn't like just back away from fights all the time. Needs help being people all the time. Strowman is the top babyface. Yes, I like the promo with of Rollins shooting on Lesnar. Seth is awesome. I can't. Hey, used to Braun as a top face. He always seemed as like a monster heel. I mean, pretty much, yeah, but he got himself over pretty much. That's why he's a babyface now, in my opinion. Braun needs to replace Roman as top guy. Top guy on SmackDown, Jeff, Randy, and AJ. Most likely AJ right now for top guy on SmackDown. Styles, Bryan, and Hardy are also good choices. Also, what's with the women's main eventing both shows? They deserve to, but come on, yeah. I mean, the main event we had for this show for the 6-1 tag match wasn't bad, but it wasn't. It shouldn't been the main event. I mean, I would have been fine with the Styles, Nakamura, and Joe segment being the main event. Honestly, Finn should have defeated Rollins for the title. To be honest. I mean, it could have been an interesting swerve also having that happen. I wouldn't have been upset with that at all. But, yep, good stuff in a lot of chat as always, guys. Let's keep the review going. We have Sheamus versus Xavier Woods. Not too bad of a match, honestly. Again, I do continue to praise that Xavier Woods definitely improved a lot as a single star, I feel, in my honest opinion. Him and Sheamus, I thought, worked pretty well together. We have Big E and there's a nice little counter where I think Big E caught with it Cesaro was to try to interfere in the match, and Cesaro went flying like in between the ropes, and then Big E caught him and went to do a big ending of him on the mat outside, but Cesaro got up and pushed Big E into the post, which we had a couple good outside interference moments between the guys who were not in the matches. Well, there's one point also where Cesaro shows some mini pancakes to Xavier Woods. Eventually, Xavier Woods gets the roll-up pin on Sheamus for the victory. Don't worry, it's going to leave, but I thought the match for the most part was solid between these two. And then, of course, we had this segment, which we've talked about a couple times. Absolution was making fun of Becky Lynch backstage, and then last week, and then Paige was backstage with her former Absolution members, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy said it's awesome, and Sonya said they know why they were called in. Who is it going to be? Paige picked Mandy, so they thought first that Mandy was getting a SmackDown Women's Championship match, and Paige like, no, that's not what I said. You have to earn that. I actually picked you, Mandy, to wrestle Becky in a singles match next week. So Sonya was wondering about Absolution. Paige said, guys, I mean, Absolution's dead, which is true. I mean, if Paige was able to wrestle Absolution, I'd still be all behind Absolution. But without Paige, Absolution is nothing. That should be happening to the Riot Squad also over on Raw, but it's not going to be the case because they're so stuck on it. But, yep, so Absolution is dead. Hopefully this also means that Mandy and Sonya are going to at least get their own theme music, because Stars in the Night is Paige's song. It's an awesome song, but it's meant for Paige. Sonya had a decent theme in NXT. I don't know what Mandy Rose's was, but they deserve their own theme music. Let's move on from that, but gladly, we have a solution, and Absolution is dead. They ran vignettes on Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega and Sandy also that they'll be coming to SmackDown soon. So don't know when that's going to happen, but oh well. Finally, we had a 6-woman tag match for our main event. I don't know why. I don't know why this was the main event, but for the most part, it was still a decent 6-woman tag match. I mean, the Iconics, I know Peyton had like a weird, accent trying to mock Renee Young earlier. But they're definitely great on the microphone. They're a great pairing together. Carmella, they blended well with Carmella, I feel. Taking on, the three big baby faces of SmackDown Live, which, at least SmackDown's women's division is still somewhat fresh, I say, in some ways. But Raw's is just not that fresh at all, I feel, in my opinion. But solid action for the most part. We had some good action, but again, it should not have been the main event of the show. I still thought it was a decent match. That's how SmackDown Live ended. Live chat. Let's see what's going on in the live chat. And actually, while I check on the live chat, anyways in the live chat, I want to ask, do you guys have any suggestions at all for another special live stream, like a top 10, another top 10 stream again, or just anything else you would like me to do a live stream on, just for the fun for this week? I'll do it either probably Thursday or Friday. Just looking for some suggestions if you guys wouldn't mind, but I will read through the live chat and see what we got there. The top women, Dakota says Ronda. Lauren says it's Charlotte, Becky, Asuka, Alexa, and Ronda. Yeah, pretty much for the most part. Nia Jax is champion, but I don't think she's getting there, but not quite a top star yet. Charlotte for sure. Asuka, yeah, hopefully she just develops another character now that she's no longer on a big winning streak. Becky, hopefully they'll get some direction going with her. Yeah, Alexa Bliss is definitely developed into a star. Definitely. I guess you can say Sasha somewhat there, but she never retains her championship and whatnot. So I guess a few of those. Dakota hates Ronda. Lauren can't stand Ronda either, with her not wrestling. Yeah, I know she's not wrestling, but and I do agree this whole storyline with her and Natty all of a sudden being best friends is kind of random. So we'll see what happens. I like the show she gave at WrestleMania, but come on now, let's do something else here with her also. Let's see here. Asuka needs to turn. It could happen if she wants to eventually, get her getting her shot at Charlotte again. I feel, to prove she can beat her. Do you still think Ronda versus Charlotte will happen? Should happen next year's WrestleMania. Lauren predicted for next year's WrestleMania. Bryan versus Nakamura, yes. Dean versus Seth, sure. Sasha versus Bayley, yeah. Maybe they'll finally turn. One of them will finally turn by that time. Ronda versus Asuka, okay. And Ronda versus Charlotte, awesome. And Usos versus Ziggler and McIntyre. That's an interesting one. I'd like to see that. It'll suck. I don't know why everyone hates the Cruiserweights division. Cruiserweight division's definitely gotten a lot better since Triple H took over. Finn versus Seth, maybe. Natty versus Mickey. Taker versus Cena 2. AJ versus Randy. Joe versus Roman. Maybe Lesnar versus Lashley. Wouldn't be too bad of a card. Alexander, he likes Alexander as champion. He puts on good matches. He definitely does. Cena versus Taker in a career versus career match with Cena ending Taker's career. Maybe. Not sure, but maybe that'll be the case. Becky versus Asuka. I like to see that match. Sanity versus Matt and Bray. Sure. Alexa versus Naomi. Didn't have too bad of a feud in 2017, so I wouldn't mind seeing them again. Lauren doesn't like the Cruiserweights. That's fine. Top 10 WWE stars of all time, female and male. Let me get a note here and write some of these suggestions down. Top 10 WWE stars of all time, male/female. Let's see here. Dakota says top 5 overpush stars on Raw and SmackDown. Okay. Top 10 overpushed stars. Definitely would be a good one. Short review, but sweet review. Awesome. Yeah, I know. Sorry again. I just watched the highlights. I'm just trying to rush through just to get up to date, and I just need a shower and get to bed. I'm still a little jet lagged from the time difference. She gave SmackDown an A+ and Raw a C. Dakota said it was better. not over push stars. I meant top stars of all time. Okay, yeah, I got that. That works. But Stone Cold and The Rock. Yeah, Sweet Dreams, Lawrence, Cedric, is the best cruiserweight. Oh, no doubt about it. Cedric Alexander, is definitely probably one of the only cruiserweights I definitely think is ready to be more than just a cruiserweight. I feel. We see here top 10 gimmicks. Sure, I like that. And then also top 10 face and heel turns of all time. All right, I put the notes down. Yeah, good night, love. Thank you for typing the suggestions. Love it. I got tongue twisted. Love you too, Lauren. Definitely thank you for leaving the suggestions as well. If you think of any more, make sure to message me on Instagram and leave them for me. But yeah, guys, I'll give SmackDown again was good. I mean, it definitely was nothing that really, knocked my socks off or anything, but I still thought it was a good and successful show for this week. I give SmackDown a B. In my opinion, Warren gave it an A+, which that's completely fine. I gave it a B, though, but it was still a good show, I thought, in my opinion. So, guys, thank you again for this, double review night. Again, I apologize again for, not really keeping up to date too well last week. We might be on vacation because the internet's sucking out there. But I'm back home now. I don't know if I'm going anywhere this summer for any trips or anything. Hopefully, I'll do something. But yeah, this is just a getaway for me to go out and visit my sister in Seattle. But yep, good to be home. Got to get cleaned up though, and just wake up tomorrow and just get back to my normal spew. Catch up on a lot of TV that I definitely need to catch up on from like Survivor and a few other shows I watch besides wrestling. But yep, I'll get up to date on all that. But yeah, Dakota and Lauren, thank you guys for tuning in for both reviews as well. Top faces and heels. Okay. Top 10 faces and heels. Ciampa is in there. Oh, definitely Ciampa is in there as one of the top heels. Finishing moves as well. Top 10 finishing moves. That's a good one. RKO number 1, definitely up there. And themes also teams, LOL, and matches. Okay, top 10 teams, top 10 matches, top 10 tag teams. Yeah, Night again. Yeah, Night Lauren. Like Sweet Dreams Boo. And then Dakota says themes. I love Orton's old theme. Yeah, his old theme wasn't too bad. Definitely. I'll give you guys another minute if you have anything else to say in the live chat. I'll get the plugs out there really quick. Again, also I didn't do any polls this week on Twitter due to me being out of town. But yeah, so I definitely gave SmackDown a B, and I definitely enjoyed SmackDown a little bit more than Raw this week. So I will, get up the day. I'll watch the Greatest Royal Rumble. I'll watch 205 Live, and a couple other things I want to catch up on also that I missed out on while I was gone. But so guys, what grade would you give SmackDown? Of course, if you didn't see my Raw review, catch that also. Leave thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to always click my like and subscribe more content on this channel, and follow me on Twitter at DemandAir93. Thank you to Lauren and Dakota again for leaving some really good suggestions for a special live stream. I'll definitely, pick one of them for this week and do them. Again, be looking out tomorrow for my 205 live review and my NXT review. Actually, I may do some live reactions during the Greatest Royal Rumble match. I may do live reactions during that. Depends on, if I have time or not. But I'll do that. I'll do top 10 topics, which is pretty much going to be also my predictions for Backlash. Also be included in that video as well, and in a special live stream, and then whatever goes from there. Other odds and ends, and we will go from there. Anything else in the live chat? And theme song. Well, pretty much same thing. Storylines, yes. Top 10 storylines. That also, tag team Hardy Boys, Edge, Christian is number 1 every list. Yeah, night, everybody. Yeah, we keep saying night. We're not getting off of them. That's completely fine. But yes, if you think of any more guys, just message me on Twitter or Instagram, wherever you guys follow me on. But yeah, guys, again, I'm checking out. I'm tired. Didn't get up as late as I did last Tuesday to travel. Literally last Tuesday, guys, think about this. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning last Tuesday to catch my 7:50 flight. Well, I had my flight here. I had a layover in Chicago, and I was there for like 3 or 4 hours. Boring Midway Airport. Chicago's Midway Airport is boring. Let's put it that way. Then I flew from there to Seattle. So, and I didn't go to sleep until 11 o'clock, about like 11 or like midnight Seattle time. So technically, I was up for like 11 o'clock Seattle time. I went to bed that night. So yeah, so technically, I was up. Wait, no. Yeah, that is correct. Technically, I was up for 22 hours. 22 hours last Tuesday, I was up. Man, but today I didn't even sleep at all on either of the flights. So, but yeah, I'm gonna just get my shower and get to bed. I'll also do the turn alert for Paige also, as Lauren suggested me to do so. Also, any last thoughts in the live chat? Nope. I think we're done for tonight. We're tapping out. All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Again, thank you again for being patient with me this past week. But yeah, I'm back home again, back on track, and shout out to my sister also for being awesome. Sister of the man, as I called her in my little vlog, for being an awesome host for this past week. So, guys, thanks for doing for this double review, Raw and SmackDown Live for this week. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for 205 Live, NXT, and whatever else comes next. So, guys, I'm checking out. Peace out, everybody, and good night.